Yes. Hello, everybody. I mean, hello, everybody. This is Jack Cat. Hello.
You could have just not gone with the Jack of Cards. You just had to like stop it and go back into doing it.
I refuse to leave the brain. I saw the lizard and the bit came back to me. I've been doing a lot of PvP lately. By the way.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, hold on, I didn't show you. I'm very proud of myself.
Did you kill a lot of people? That's why you're proud?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I showed.
There's my KD from the other night, from
Made
last night.
124. That's actually pretty good.
As a Bart no less, so I don't have like a and I multi-killed.
Oh yeah, I showed Pawn last night the Magic the Gathering Monster Hunter cards.
Oh my gosh, they're a thing now?
Yeah, they're a secret layer, sadly.
Oh, what? Hold on, I gotta see this. What's up, chat?
They're not the secret layers of like, oh, they're like unique new cards. They're
Yeah.
reprints of all the cards with Monster Hunter, art.
Yeah.
They're pretty good, honestly.
If they're
Sadly,
if yeah, Soul Ring and stuff like that. Oh, okay. So I'm okay with these because they're just old cards in Monster Hunter flavor, not just not the Sonic the Hedgehog thing where they're just
the issue is the price.
I mean, it's Secret Layer. Sorry, new Secret Layer alert. Gore Magala? Alright. Laggy?
You're not gonna see anything for like, yeah, I was gonna say like Icarus.
Sorry, I was looking at the Nargacuga Hunter and the Rathalos Hunter.
I just love it that
Yangaruga.
regardless of how many cards are in the booster pack, it's only gonna cost $30 regardless.
What do you mean, where is everybody? Oh, in terms of chat, I really don't know. But I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here.
So is Gabe.
But yeah, like I was thinking on getting the secret layer boosters.
No, don't,
because
dude.
I really want the Sinogre, but no.
Yeah,
$30.
No. Dude, no. Look, they're super cool and all that other stuff, but they ain't worth it.
I'd rather get the single of a Sinogre.
Yeah, dude. And even at that case, I'd rather just buy a video. I'd rather buy a Monster Hunter game. You know, or just some other. The Soul Ring Valstrax is super freaking cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but I really want to make a Commander Fatalis deck.
Fatalis? Who is Fatalis?
Fatalis the Blood Dragon is
no. Yeah, okay, I see it. I thought you were gonna explain me who Fatalis is, and I'm like, Gabe, no.
No. I tried to read the card. Theodora the Incinerator.
Okay. I have to see later like what cards, what their normal Magic the Gathering card names are, but I'll do that post the stream. All right. Do you think Beyond will have multiplayer? No. They haven't announced it. If they haven't announced it at this point, it's not a thing, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that would have revealed either in the previous overview trailer or the direct in which they showcased the bike. So the fact that it's still a non-thing, no, yeah, I don't think it's a thing, dude. Like the game comes out in 2 weeks, and what do you think they're gonna shadow drop announce multiplayer for it?
Yeah, I don't think so. Like it's way too early. Way too late.
Way too late, yeah. For real. I just think it never was in the cards at this point. Which is a shame, because the Hunters multiplayer, I think, would have made Nintendo a lot of money. Especially given the fact that it's coming out on a holiday season, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hop on Prime 4. Oh, wait, why can't I hear echoes? Hello? Hold up a minute.
We've been having a lot of audio issues.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of audio issues for particular reason, but let me see. I think I might have an idea about this one.
Is it banana?
Yeah, it's always banana.
Do you think viola name will be problematic for
Huh.
Spanish-speaking countries?
It's just no audio. No audio. In general. Yeah, it's just not even I think it's a dolphin thing because it's not even picking up
Check the audio on
any
Dolphin.
sound on like OBS and stuff. Hold up a minute. I might just gonna relaunch this and see real quick. Echoes will always be the best prime. Yeah, echoes will always be the best metric. Why you talk? Why just draw the line at prime? All right, let me. Just gonna make sure that I can actually hear like audio from another from like a video. Okay, so chat can hear that. I am assuming the bird, but I couldn't. Which is very weird because I can hear you, Gabe.
Can you hear me?
Or can I? Gabe?
Can you?
Oh
I don't
no,
know.
now
Can
I
you hear
can't
me?
hear anything at all. It happened
Oh, look at
again.
that.
Hold up a minute.
He's doing the things, Chad.
I think I know. It's usually one or the other. Hello?
Hello,
No.
yes. Jack of cards.
Wow. I went from being able to hear people to just not hearing anybody at all. Maybe I need to select something else in my... Where is Mewtwo? He had the perfect chance for the meme of a technical difficulty.
Well, he's not here for
Yeah,
shit,
he's
so
not here
fuck
for
him.
sure. Well, at least I can hear you now.
Oh, no, you can hear me.
And I can hear the birds in the video. All right, sweet. Shout outs to tropical kingbirds. All right, now I'm launching Dolphin. I can hear Bird. I can hear Gabe. Can I hear echoes?
Can you hear echo?
So lonely in the comments section. It is, if you feel lonely in there, imagine me. There we go. I can hear now. Sweet. Excelente.
Ah, sí.
Asombroso.
Potente.
Potente. I mean, I don't know. Frostbite, I guess you just have my like undivided attention at this point.
Pretty
Aside
much,
from
yeah.
unless it's Gabe, the one who's talking to me. It's just a 3-player playthrough for the moment.
Oh yeah, going back in the magic conversation, I am
Yes.
gonna get the TMNT commander deck.
I feel yeah, you should. I found that the Final Fantasy ones are kind of like going down in price, so
Yeah, by a lot.
my idea was to buy enough cards from that to build at least like a cube. Or add those cards to the cube and just be able to draft with it with Croco, because draft is definitely my format.
You should. The most expensive one, I think it's either Titus or Ishtola still for like 60.
No, they're the cheapest. I was on Amazon yesterday at least to just get like a general idea, and the
I
Stola
thought
one was
Ishtola would be the
40,
most interesting. Then it
and the
went down in price
Terra
more.
and the Cloud was the most expensive because it's the one that brings the Buster Sword, which is one of the strongest cards in the
I
thing.
thought Ishtola will be the most expensive because of BB, because BB is a one-turn
BB's
kill.
banned.
Oh yeah, that's right. BB got banned.
BB got banned because they fucked up. They did a Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
It's so funny. They pulled a Yu-Gi-Oh. It's I can't think of a better way to describe it. All right, we can fight the Spider Guardian, and that would give us 2 items, but I don't really want to fight the Spider Guardian right now. So that's a missile. We said no.
Do you
I'm gonna
think the
try can do
subtitle
this.
Beyond is good for the game?
Yes.
Mm.
Because like it's no different than Echoes or Corruption. I think that the reason I like it is it's way more abstract in what Beyond might mean compared to like in the same way that it's echoes and what you expect the sort of meaning of this of the subword mean, and then you play the game and you see something else, which is why I don't like the Japanese sort of like rebranding of dark echoes, because I just think it's too on the nose, you know. Sanctuary entrance. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get that. If I can get that, then I'll make my way back here. The question is, there's no corruption randomizer, right?
I don't think so. No,
Hmm.
I think because that game is pretty much
Yeah.
linear.
That game, I like to call that game
Final
a
Fantasy
a Disney
Lightning.
ride.
Ah, I thought you were gonna call it Final Fantasy 13.
No. Corruption is a little bit more cool, big set pieces with some elements of exploration like thrown in between. Which is I hope my biggest thing for Beyond is that I hope that follows the same song and dance closer to what Prime 1 and 2 did. Alright, so I gotta go fight the Spider Guardian. Let's go fight the Spider Guardian. It's easy. I have Spider Ball. Why am I being such a big baby about it? I wonder why space pirates still surrender the second they see Samus. Like, come on, it's over. Well, because they've come close to actually finishing the job, and you never know when you might actually do it. You know, why give up when you have a chance? Giving up means you gave up your chance. I respect with the idea that no matter how much the odds might seem against me, I'd rather try. And I guess that's what makes me a space pirate, and I work in the in the um in the Orpheon. I can't find the room. Sanctuary Temple.
Aren't you in the
Warp.
Sanctuary Temple?
Sanctuary Fortress. No, the room. Oh, there it is. There's just so many rooms with so many similar names.
You're a room with a name.
Ah, thanks. Your odds are negative giving the reputation, dude? Yeah, but at least they're odds. I'd rather at least give it a swing, you know? If I surrender, I feel like that's it. I didn't have a chance at least fighting for my own, uh, I don't agree with, like, the surrender mentality.
Also, they're space pirates. If they
Yeah, they're
surrender,
space
okay,
pirates.
they're gonna
There's
get
no
killed anyway.
surrender. They do not understand what surrender means. They don't take prisoners.
I was gonna go for the if they fail and quit, they're probably gonna get killed anyway.
Yeah.
So might as well.
We're talking about like Klingons, you know? It's part of their culture. If there's an odd, if there is a chance, why not take it?
Now that's a reference that I doubt anybody will get it.
Which one?
The Klingon.
Really?
I don't think that many people know what Star Trek is nowadays.
They're in Magic the Gathering. What are you talking about? They know it as much as
Yeah.
Monster Hunter. They know it as much as TMNT and Lord of the Rings because they're all in the
You'll
same
be
thing.
surprised.
Spider Guardian.
My friend of mine has like
Yeah,
a
see there. I know what
nephew.
Star Trek is. I've been
Oh,
watching a lot of
cross-dots?
TNG chat. I'd never seen Star Trek before. I had Croco really likes it, and I have another friend who really likes it. So I started watching it earlier this year, because there was like Xenoblade X coming out, and Xenoblade X is very Star Trekky in terms of its writing and themes and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been watching a lot, and now here we show how the Spider Guardian would be a non-issue if you had the Spider Ball. Even more if you had like the Spring Ball, but been watching the Next Generation recently. Oh, it's so good. I'm in season 5. I think I'm at the finale of season 5. Only divided attention. Okay, well, if we're gonna get at that point. You always had divided attention because I was playing the game and also talking to my dear friend Gabe. Say hey Gabe.
Hey,
What's going on? Oh, I
what's
can't use the
going
spider
on?
ball on this track. Interesting. So I guess I lied to you at the beginning, in which case I do apologize, but I can't do much about it anymore. All right. If it's worth anything, I didn't lie to you intentionally out of a malicious intent. If we're gonna go with a bit. All right. But yeah, with the space pirates, it's like, there's been several chances where Samus just flat out almost like doesn't make it. The thing that makes Samus is a powerhouse and all this other stuff, but she is vulnerable as she is invincible. Is what makes the character interesting in my eye. For whatever invincibility, Chozo training, power armor, power bomb she's got, it's not an easy. It's still an easy target to get rid of in theory. It almost happens a couple of times, so why not take your chances? Else, how do we have Smash Brothers?
That's true.
New trailer for Hoppers. I don't know what that is. If it's Prime
Hoppers.
4, don't tell me anything. If it's not Prime 4 related, tell me more about it, but I don't know what Hoppers mean.
Are you all
Gosh.
Kamen Rider here?
Yeah, because my first thing is Kamen Rider.
I'm gonna look that up now.
Wow. I can't really hurt this guy.
Ah,
What is it?
Pixar.
Hmm.
It's
Oh, okay. I kind of
basically
sleep now.
yeah, basically the plot of like
I used to
oh
be
someone
very excited about Pixar films, but not anymore.
especially after the Toy Story 5 movie
It's,
announcement.
it's it's more so the fact that it's not that I think they stopped making a good movie every once in a while, but they're not quite the same type of movies that made me a fan of the studio in the first place.
They're a hit or a miss now.
Is Hoppers related to Kamen Rider in any way? No, but like the grasshopper. So a lot of it is in Japanese. They just say hopper sometimes when it's like the
Yeah.
English, then grasshopper. So like Kamen Rider Zero One's default form is called Rising Hopper,
Yeah.
for an example.
And even for a God
Oh,
Shard,
can't
they
even
go Hoppa
magnetize
1.
Visa either. You expect to see a large increase of viewers on your channel after Prime 4 comes out? No, not really. It didn't happen when any of the other games did, so.
Yeah, it didn't happen with Dread. Didn't
Didn't
happen
happen
with
with Really Dread or Samus Returns or any of these other things, but I'll still make videos and stuff like that. I still have fun making them. It's just that I've been spending more of that creative time trying to do some other things that I feel fill that creative void a little bit more than just
What's your
talking
pickle?
about Metroid or some other game or whatever other YouTube essay type of stuff. But I like doing it in the back burner for like when I don't have much to do on a day and I just need something different to do. But like uh if it does increase then like sweet. I'd be very happy and very sort of honored, I guess, or flattered, I should say. Um
Oh, look, Pon's in the chat.
oh hey Pawn. A Jumo to the sky turns to a rider kick. I know that she said jump, but it'd be funny if I read the typo
Exactly.
because of mobile.
Also, What do you mean typo? It always been human to this
It's
guy.
always been you. Yeah, what am I talking about?
Fun will never make a
All
mistake like
right.
that or lie to us.
Since I'm fighting the Spider Guardian, I'm gonna just load something else because I got like the downtime. Don't worry, Chad. You're not missing much. It's just Spider Guardian. It's Spider Guardian, and I have Spider Ball. I'm just climbing the wall. Ah, shit! I fucked it up. I trapped him by accident. I got too cocky because I can just like climb the wall and make him like a non-issue.
Cross Dusty. So you wanna talk about something other than Metroid right now? If so, how about Digimon?
I never said that I wanted to talk something different than Metroid, but I don't mind talking about Digimon either.
Yeah, let's talk about your newest obsession.
My newest obsession is Animal Crossing.
Oh no, I mean in Digimon.
Yeah, Animal Crossing. My newest obsession, you're right. You should see
Mm,
Velmoria, dude. It's
Should I
crazy.
ask the chat what we're talking about?
Huh?
Should I ask the chat that we talk
What?
about your newest obsession, Digimon?
Yeah, my new obsession, Animal Crossing.
Hey, chat. 20 brownie points. If you tell me what's Albert's new obsession in Digimon.
If Respite can hack Samus's suit, and the suit is Chozo tech, but the Respite is Luminov tech, are Luminov superior? No. The way I equate it is that they're equal. The Luminov were just another species, cosmic species of sorts, that were as benevolent and as wise and advanced as the Chozo. It's just that the Chozo from a get go always sort of embraced combat, rather than the Luminov embracing just a simple life with the planet. More similar to how the Chozo's on Talon 4. So it's more or less the fact that I would equate that they're both equally technologically advanced. Because they even made contact with each other, as it's shown in the lore. There's that scan log that says that, we the Luminov made contact with the Chozos and they had settled on a planet. So we decided to kind of do the same and follow their advice.
Huh.
Let us see your island. I've streamed it, but maybe it can be arranged depending. Times
Check for Bell
run
Star mod.
so fast. Only 13 days to the release of Prime 4. Yeah, dude, I can't wait. Like, if I may, 13 days is less, like, it's even less than, like, the 1 day per year that I've been waiting. It's crazy. I'm very excited. I'm very optimistic about it. I'm super stoked to just do the Akira slides and stuff. And I will be streaming it here during the launch. So I hope that assuming that you guys aren't playing it or you just want to have me on the background, I'd be happy to have you guys over and we can talk about it as we play. But yeah, I'm very, very much looking forward to see what the team has cooked up and all this other stuff. I'm not looking at any other trailers or promos or commercials. It's only 13 more days. So I'm
Or the
very
leaks.
excited. But yeah, my island is insane, dude.
Yeah, your island is Japan.
Huh?
Your island is Japan.
My island is Japan? What do you mean?
Your island looks like Hokkaido when it's not snowing.
I have a lot of none. It's very different now, though. And I mean, it's not my fault that the game gives me a lot of Japanese looking things in general. Wow, another energy tank. So
Are you still fighting the fucking spider?
we defeated it.
Oh.
Spider Guardian has been Guardian was vanquished when I was showing the lizard dressed as red. You know what? I'll do it again. I'll do it again.
You'll fight the spider again?
No, I'll show the lizard dressed as red again.
But you don't play samurai.
No, I'm just living it up for the glam.
Are you excited for the new patch, where we can just dress anybody as anybody?
Yes, but no.
Because it's gonna make your glamour work much harder.
Exactly. And also
You'll be
like
rethinking every single glam that you have.
yeah, and I guess that now I'll just be able to actually stick to the one job that I should be playing because like normally part of the reason I got different jobs was because of the glamour that would tie to them. But not anymore.
Right. So, are you doing 100% run as chat? And is your island Choso Island? Tons of birds.
I mean, there's a lot of birds, but yes, I guess. I like birds. I've been trying to get lucky that so I can get like there's a recipe that's a birdhouse and it actually has a tiny bird in it. But I haven't gotten it and I hate how this game is so stupid that I cannot like exchange duplicates or have like an NPC that I can buy certain amount of recipes in a rotation of sorts. Also, Pond, this is for you in the chat if you're still there. In the 100% thing, maybe it'll depend on
How long it
I
takes for you to get to the
yeah
end
how
before?
long and stuff. Just because like I find the challenge of the randomizer to be more so trying to get the main items to defeat the final boss. But I already have full inventory. I got the light suit. The only thing I'm missing is like super missiles, which I haven't found. But like defeating the Emperor Ing would be a non-issue. That like I don't necessarily think I will go fight the final boss. I didn't do it for the first prime. Just because I would consider the seed done there, and I would just rather restart. But if it were the case where
But
like I have like the 9 Sky Temple keys and I don't have the light suit, then yeah, I'll go try and fight the Emperor Ing with the dark suit and see if I can win.
yeah, but we'll definitely just kill Dark Samus, right?
What are you talking about?
We're gonna murder Dark Samus.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're gonna kill
I
Plum's
can't wait
wife.
for her to come back in frame 4. I'm on the pawn train with this. I just like Dark Samus way too much.
And you didn't do your jumps
Oh
properly.
my gosh. Do I have to start a jihad on the chat? Thank you. Chat, how long until a jihad?
Jihad. What is that?
When the humans stood up against the AIs.
Ah,
Because that's the whole reason that in the Dune world they don't have computers or AIs or anything that can emulate, quote unquote, emulate a human thought. So it's called the Butlerian Jihad. Because in the Dune universe, before the Dunes book happens, it was basically like humanity fighting against Skynet for survival. Oh my gosh. No Digimon, no Digimon, only Metroid, says another member in chat.
yeah, I ignored that comment. I'm sorry, Red Chad.
Oh, that's a great bit. Light suit or dark suit in this side? Ooh, okay. Dark suit. I just like the muted color scheme and how Samus sort of blends into her environment and just matches the Luminoth and like it's the suit that I see for the longest period in the game. So I feel like I have just a bigger
Oh,
emotional
you got another
attachment.
missile
Yeah,
expansion.
another fucking missile expansion. All
Where's
right,
your
so
super missile?
I don't know. That's so funny. It's so funny that we haven't found super missiles.
At this point, I think you're gonna get 100% in the
Hive
process trying to get a
entrance.
super missile.
Well, we'll either find the super missiles or the 9 Sky. I think it's more either we find the super missiles or the 9 Sky Temple keys. Because when I find the 9 Sky Temple keys, it's over. I don't need super missiles to fight the final boss.
I would like to see that.
Sure, I mean, I could try. Tell you what, if we get the 9 Sky Temple keys and I don't have the super missiles, we'll go fight the final boss. It's just that it takes it's such a long boss fight in this game, Hive Entrance.
So we talk about how much you like Metroidvanias, but besides Samus,
Mm-hmm.
what will be your next favorite Metroidvania main character?
Character.
Yeah, like Trevor, Shantae, things like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think. I've never really given it enough thought because it's just Samus, you know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why they didn't
That's a good. No,
say.
that's a
That's why
great.
they excluded Samus.
That's a great curveball. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared to answer this because we're not counting like Crow Country as a Metroidvania, are we?
No, Crow Country is more of your typical horror Resident Evil style
Yeah,
game.
but it's also like a Metroidvania if you think about it. You're
Nah.
going in rooms, finding items. You go from one
So
place
it's
to
Resident
another.
Evil 1.
Exactly my point. So Jill Valentine, Mara Forrest, Elster from Signalis. But if not, probably Shantae. I like the character enough. I love Half Genie Hero enough. That it's the Metroidvania that's not Metroid that I play the most. And if not, Juan from Guacamelee.
1 is great. Do you think Samus charges by life saves or by world save? If it's by world save, she'll be owning a lot of money.
Shit. I don't know. I honestly don't know because the most of the contracts that Samus gets, at least in the Prime games, it's like, at least in Echoes, for instance, it's just you go and see what happened to the Federation squad. If they're alive, please offer assistance. But she finds them dead and then finds this Moth guy, and she's like, "All right, sure, Moth guy, I can save your world, I believe." And then in other games, it's just like go and exterminate all the Metroids and go and exterminate. So I think like it changes. I think it's a per contract type of thing.
So I have a working theory on why Samus doesn't have most of her powers in some games.
Mm-hmm.
That you don't see her losing them after the first like 5 minutes of the game.
Ooh, do tell.
She sells them for money.
She sells these ancient Chozo relics that her sole duty, one of her sole duties is to prevent from falling into the wrong hands. What she does after the games, oh, she sells them on eBay.
Yeah, dude, $20, $20. You need to get that.
I guess, yeah. I guess she needs to repay for the repairs of the gunships that she keeps wrecking. You know. I'm failing my test to watch this stream. Can't wait to see the outcome of this randomizer. Dude, what are you talking about? Why are you failing a test because of me? Focus on your test, man.
Focus on your test, boy.
Focus on your test, please.
Study hard.
Study hard.
Miss.
Ori is awesome. Yeah, agreed. I just did I played it for the first time ever on stream with Taco. And despite being incredibly frustrated with it at more than one juncture, it was incredible. And it was very inspiring in the same way. In all the crazy art style and the music and the tech and everything. I'll probably get to playing Will of the Wisp at some point, but I'll probably have to tell Taco that, because if I stream it without Taco, I think he'll be very upset at me.
I think very funny. So where else can we go to find shit?
Well, honestly, a lot of places, because like we can't. No, I can't go through there. There's a door, but if I'm correct, yeah, this happened at a different randomizer. So we'll go to Dark Aether, Dark Taurus. I'll just teleport to Putrid Alcove. The main rule I use with the warp is that if it's a room that I've already found the way that I can get in, I can warp back to it if I'm too far away. Do you play the Prince of Persia Metroidvania one? No, I really did not.
The old ones or the new one?
There's a new one that's very good from what I hear, but I don't know. There's so many other like Metroidvanias that I'm playing at the time, or like blast. I jumped into like a Blasphemous. I've been trying or Hollow Knight and stuff like that. That like I'd rather support these smaller projects before I go and give money to
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft. You know, don't
And
let.
I
But I'm
honestly prefer
Sunburst.
the
This might as well be worse than a missile.
I honestly prefer the 3D Prince of Persia, honestly. Like the Twin Towers.
I also haven't tried out the Pac-Man horror Metroidvania thing.
Oh yeah, the fucking labyrinth that is based off
Yeah, on the
the
secret
show.
level shit show where Keanu Reeves plays the Armor Core Man. There is no one quite like me. That's the only one I watch because of the Armor Core brain rot.
I watched the Warhammer.
Is it good?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, then I'll watch it. That's the other one I wanted to watch because of Warhammer. Can't wait. I think the first game I'm gonna play in 2026 is gonna be Digimon.
2026.
Yeah.
Oh, like Time Stranger.
Yes.
I love it.
The joke being that Prime 4.
Yeah, I get it.
Gosh, I'm so
I understand the
excited.
joke.
Yeah, it's so excited, dude. Grape Rich. Like I'll still play. I'll still play it, but it's more like, oh boy,
Here we go again.
here we go again. In January, Animal Crossing gets a new expansion for free. New update. You got a whole hotel on the island now. It took them forever, but hey, they did it, I guess. Energy tank. Oh, I can't go into the temple because I don't have dark super missiles. That's funny, actually. All right, let's go to Agon Wastes. Where are super missiles? Where in the heck are they
What about that
at?
tiny place with circles like items?
Yeah, the circles are item locations.
You know what those are?
Yeah. They're not in the original game, but there's something that they was introduced in Corruption where there's this one room that's a Chozo Observatory, and if you return to it, you can fire a probe, and then that probe will tell you where the items are in the map and whether you've collected them or not. The cool thing about it is that like it won't show you all the maps. So the general item, you need like an item, so there's reasons to come back to it later in several locations, and there's like more than one puzzle in the room to get the map. So I think it's a pretty fun alternative, so that it's easy. It's like the getting 100% is a little bit easier, feasible for uh, a general casual audience who's not too crazy like me. Because, you know, I did the original one without a guide. Yo, where's this ink cache at? Maybe I need to go collect the others thing. Strange. There no. I'm learning a lot about how like loading triggers and flags work in this game, but like I wish the randomizer told me, maybe.
Well, it won't tell you.
Yeah, I won't. Sweet.
Sweet.
Sweet. Another missile. Wow. You remember how like blessed the Metroid Prime 1 seed was?
The fucking first Prime tech. Yeah,
Yeah, the first Prime seed
you
was
got
so
everything literally in the first 5 seconds.
yeah, it was in the starting area. And I guess that because there's less cinematics and things that are supposed to load in. Oh yeah, there's platforms blocking my shots. Dark beam ammo. Boo.
Well, that's a thing.
I mean, it's sweet. Yikes, we're running out of places that to check. Do y'all prefer the Prime 1 missile launcher head or Prime 2? Prime 2. I might be biased. I like the idea of the Prime 1. I like the firing system and the sort of spam ability of the Prime 1 missiles. But I think I like more this one that retains the silhouette of what the arm cannon looks like a little bit more. That I kind of like that configuration where the arm cannon opens up like that more for something like the Omega Beam or something else that, like maybe if it's like a super duper missile. I'm going to spoil Prime 4. It turns out Spunky Leeser, my wife, comes in as a cameo and says her iconic mlem 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 7 times, which time translates to it's recollection time, and she transformed into her true form, known as Lizard Redacted. All right, Brian, I gotta pin that. Gotta take a screenshot of that. That's such a bit. I know Pond would probably approve of the bit. I mean, now that you're here, and you also mentioned that bit. Source, trust me, my uncle works at Nintendo and Retro Studios, and Gabe was there.
Yes, I was. I was there.
I am Gabe, and I approve this message. There's my glamour. I'll show it again later, chat. Don't worry. I am so confused. There should be an item here, and it's not spawning. All right. I'll come back to it later then. Portal site. Dark Agon. Trial grounds. Phase on site. Portal site. I almost picked the phase on site. Can't wait for the moment. Is that red cameo in the critically acclaimed game Final Fantasy 14? Not it's not just a red cameo, but yes. If you look closely, it's the lizard.
Lizard.
It's lizard. It's not just a random character. It's actually the lizard, and I changed the hair. Did my channel points reset? I fixed. Oh, okay, hold on. I don't have Streambot on. Hold on. Don't use it. I forgot to turn on Streambot again. Only the most professional streamers over here. I'm gonna end up making a Python script for it.
For stream chat?
No, that it just click and it opens up these 3 softwares at once when I want to do stream.
All right, yeah. Smart.
So maybe like
very smart.
Yeah, if I open something along the lines like, all right, if I open a voice meter banana, make it so that it runs these other things as well afterwards. No, wait, it fixed. Laser. Yeah, I've been doing it's a Moogle Tombstone event, and I just been it's a missile.
I need to actually do that.
Yeah, I've been grinding by just chilling in the saucer with Croco. We were watching we literally spent the last 2 days or so watching Tron Legacy, which is one of our favorite movies of all time, while just doing the things in 14 for the roulettes. I passed the test. I got an 88. Hey, congrats, man. Now, don't let me catch you failing the test again because you're watching my stream. I'd be very sad.
I'll be upset. Now, where are we going, Metro Boy?
That's what I'm precisely trying to see, Digimon Boy. There's an item over here as well that I wasn't able to collect. How many Skytable keys I have anyways? One. 2. Okay, 3 Sky Temple keys. 2 Inghive keys. 2 Agon keys. Alright, so we can fight Chaika at least for items. Tron Legacy is also one of my top favorite movies, so I understand. Yeah. I was always fascinated by the tightly written script where things come full circle, and it's more about less is more, and what the subtext of what the characters might be saying equates to their world, and the fantastic visual storytelling and cinematography that just carries it all. There's it's not a perfect movie. There's a few flaws in the script here and there that I feel like you could have probably addressed with more time, which I feel like the movie might have benefited, but I still love it for what it is. It's like I wouldn't really change much about it aside from maybe adding a little bit more here. I feel like the main issue with the script is that it tries to choose several lanes and angles for like the story and the bi-digital jazz man, that I feel like if it just picked one lane and then the ramifications that come with that lane and tie it back to either Korra or Clue and even Tron, that like I feel like you had a story there going. Not to imply they didn't have a story going, but something a little bit more focused. Oh, never mind, Gabe. I do need the super missiles to fight the final boss, so
You tell.
I need them to open the door that takes me over there.
Oh,
Phase on grounds. Nobody tell Pawn.
that you're stepping on her home.
On her grounds.
Who that? It's Pawn.
Oh no.
I'm only here for a bit because they're asleep.
I went to phase on
I
grounds.
thought you were here because Albert just stepped into your home.
That too.
Oh shit.
Get off my swamp.
Get off
What
my
are
swamp.
you doing on my swamp?
Mom, get off me swamp.
Get off me swamp. Get out of me. I can
Okay,
take
I'm
no
only here
this
for
shit
that.
no more. Get out of me swamp, man.
Get out of my head, man. Get out of my Okay, I gotta get back because
All right.
they're asleep.
All right.
All right.
Bye. That was the Pawn guest appearance for the stream. Maybe
Get off my
tonight.
swamp, man.
Maybe tonight we should play Commander.
Yeah.
Because I have the lizard deck. But then again, there's also the Mugo Tombstone. Shit. I'm down for both.
Why not?
Why not both?
I wasn't gonna say why not both, but it's Commander.
Yeah. Oh, we'll see later. We'll see later.
Like I do Commander like monthly, once a month, and it's like a 4-hour.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But like, I just wish I was there so I can play with you guys.
Yeah. And we do pre-con commanders.
Huh?
We do pre-cons only.
That's fair. But I also think it's unfair. Because it's usually a best of precon. But you're not going to escape a best stuff in any format, you know.
Yeah.
Leave my Phazon alone, Lamau. You enter one of her Phazon sources. You've entered the wrong house, fool. But I like Phazon. I'm not here to steal it. Pawn is made out of Phazon. Always has been.
Yeah.
Why do you think she voices Dark Samus in the videos?
Pawn was born in it, molded by it.
She didn't see Samus until she saw Dink. Oh, what the fuck, man? I'm really starting to draw a blank of what items I can go and get. Alright. There's that one. That's probably super missiles. Meeting grounds. Hold on, I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Oh shit. Chat, you're with me now. I know nothing about Metro, so shoot your question. I'll answer them anyway, to the best of my knowledge, which is nothing. Come on, chat. I know one of you must have a major question. Insert question here. That's quite the good question, Skately. Too bad you ran out of time, Skately. Now you must die. Gape of Infinite Wisdom. What is the meaning of life? 42. That's the answer. 42. Also, where do babies come from? They don't. They just appear. Want to talk about Digimon? Look, it's funny if you ask me metric question because I have no knowledge of metric, but if you ask me about Digimon, I know literally almost everything about Digimon.
Now I do. All right, so there's an item over here in the half-life.
Hey, Albert.
Yeah?
They asked me what the meaning of life is, and I said 42.
Of course. I mean, that is the answer.
And then they asked me where babies come from, and said they just appear.
No, the stork brings them.
No, that's for dumb kids to think that's how it works. Magically appeared.
When is Gekomon gonna digivolve then?
Soon.
Where do Metro babies come from? The Metro Queen egg.
Why Craig exists? Because I told him to.
He's not, because he's supposed to be not Kraid.
Yeah.
Just look at that picture.
And it's laughing like, okay, where do Metro babies come from? Well, two Metros kiss, and they
Mutate.
split. I'm guessing fucking Metros are like they just split and become more Metros.
There's two ways they can. There's two ways. Either they hatch from Queen Metroid's egg, or if you with enough radiation, you can force them to split. Which is what the mother brain failed ones come from. Well, this is not a super missile. Though we can go fight a Morbus. It's a Agon Temple Key.
Hey, that's rude to say about someone.
What?
Just because they might be fat, you don't call them Morbus.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome.
Dark Agon. Where do I find my radiation so I can make a Metroid army? I mean, you can go to your local, and you can just go to Chernobyl, book a ticket.
That is true.
Hey Orpheon, do you prefer 2D or 3D Metroid games? You know, I'm giving that a big thought, and it's very hard for me to choose one, because I always say that Echoes and Fusion are tied for my favorite games. But like, I will say 3D, because I like how there's a little bit more time to, and like, it just delves a little bit deeper into the lore by giving you just a small glimpse that I feel like it's super fun and interesting, that I would have kind of loved if Dread or something along those lines introduced like a scan function, so that some of the things in the background and the likes can have more lore details, but at the same time in the boat that not everything needs an explanation. So I think I just like the general ebb and flow of the 3D games and the more laid back aspect about it versus the 2D games are a little bit more built on speed and momentum, you know? Shit. Amorvis is gonna Amorvis is gonna morb on all of us.
It's morbing.
Shadley, why? You know what? Shadley already cursed the stream, so I can say it. 6-7.
I hate you so now. We're no longer friends. And
What?
I'm gonna take over your stream.
Huh?
We're no longer friends. I'm gonna take over your stream now.
Bless the maker and its water. Shai Halud. Well, Pawn is killing the stream. I'm sorry, chat. I guess we won't get to bully the lizard this stream. Pawn says she's had enough. All right, Pawn, what is worse, that funny number or the 2-1 funny number?
The 2-1.
Which is the worst funny number?
6-7 because it's not funny.
Which one?
6-7 because it's not funny.
The 6? All right.
Now 420.
Unsubscribes. It'll be the one subscriber that takes me down from 50K to 49K again. After it took us like 2 years to just get another 1,000 subs. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. It's 40.
40 what? 40K? I like 40.
Pawn Boom Bully the Lizard gets my turn then. I'm kidding. No, I meant because Pawn's IOU is she kicks the streamer, therefore there's no more stream. Or, well, I guess she kicks me, so I leave the stream running. It's just not me playing the game.
Kill the worm.
So many worms, man.
Shai Halud.
Shai Halud. Is that a motherfucking Dune reference?
It's a Doom reference.
If I had cash, I would dono, but sadly, I am known as broke. I am the same, but I really appreciate the sentiment, dude. Trust me that, like, if it were feasible and I had, like, either a team of people or it generated enough so that I can use that to pay a team of people to get the ball rolling more often, then yeah, it would probably be full-time, but I'm fine just doing silly videos. Pretty content and happy with how big the channel is in general and that you guys come over and watch the streams and stuff. It's always fun. Spire Guardian gave you a mental breakdown? Yeah, I mean, it's another filter boss. It's kind of why I like this game, I guess. It's got filter bosses.
Giovanni Alvarez.
What's going on?
I'm streaming some Metroid Prime 2 Randomizer because it's 2 weeks away from the new one.
Oh, wait, you're streaming? Ugh, I'm gonna hop out. Good luck. Have fun.
Say hi to chat.
Hi, chat.
That's our good friend Giovanni, Chad.
He just showed. He came as he went.
Oh yeah, Chad. Just in case, that guy that just showed up, he worked in Remnant of the Ashes. The worms are dead. Are they finally dead?
Yeah.
Do you accept Lysol wipes as payment?
What was that?
The red chat says, "Do you accept Lysol wipes as payment?"
No. I would accept a bit, even if it's just like a joke bit. I'm here for the bits. I love a good bit. Could Samus survive Dune? Absolutely. You kidding me? Absolutely.
Will a ball survive?
Absolutely. You set those numbers
Would
again. Now I'm going to share my project development. I set the numbers that you told me to say. Fine, keep your secrets. You know what? No, Brian. No, I'm reverse. No, you, the reverse Uno card. You don't get privilege or access to my feedback.
Would
Who
Goku
can play that
survive?
game? Huh?
Would Goku survive?
Will Goku survive Dune?
Yeah,
Hmm. Maybe.
I'd say no.
You say no?
I'd say no. Goku on his own on a deserted planet with no water or food. Yeah, I know he would.
Yeah, I think that the thing that kills Goku is not that there's something stronger than him, is that he just would starve because of how much Goku likes to eat.
Yeah,
Goku would die. What do you mean why? Goku eats he's always like feasting. He's not like a simple dish. He's like, give me 50 of each because my metabolism keeps going.
like he can only survive in places that he knows where to find food, which any with water.
Mm. I mean, if the Fremen teach Goku, then yeah, he could do it, but Goku likes to eat a lot, that's all I'm saying. And like one of the main things the Fremen do is like not eat a lot or drink a lot.
Vegeta more than likely would survive.
Yeah, well, because Vegeta was actually trained and raised to do the type of thing like in Dune and like, you know, he's the Prince of all Saiyans. I beat Metroid for the NES for 30 minutes. Am I sweet? Sweat? I
Sweat.
guess?
Yeah. I don't know. Are the Doom worms edible?
Mmm. They're toxic as fuck. The blood is. Remember that the blood of the sandworm is what they make the thing that makes Lady Jessica trip out, and that no men can survive in the lore of Dune, and that's why there's the definitive proof that Paul Muad'Dib Atreides is the Kwisatz Haderach, because he was able to go through it, because he was bred for that singular purpose. Meanwhile, Goku would just eat the worm meat and then trip out until he dies, I guess. As every other guy in the Dune universe. Just in 30 minutes. Yeah, no, I understood that. So yeah, no, the dune sandworms are toxic. Their blood is what they use to make the most wickedest of drugs in the Dune universe. And it's a universe where, may I remind you, it's a war on drugs for the spice. Has Goku ever been poisoned before? Yeah.
Yes.
And that's how Dr. Gero kills him. And why
No,
Trunks has
no.
to go in the back timeline with a vaccine or shit.
He died from a heart attack.
Oh. Then never mind. Yeah, it's true.
Sorry,
So
a heart condition.
yeah, because like I see the vaccine, and for me, it's like, all right, vaccine means either a disease or some. Well, it's not an antidote.
It's just medicine.
Yeah, but like my general consensus, like the rules that the books place for the way the worm works and how it affects the people would not have that much of a difference on a Saiyan. Because it doesn't have any difference on a Sardaukar or a Harkonnen or any of these other people.
Yeah, but also like Saiyans are not immune.
So the
Goku
best
has
way to fight to
defeated by
kill Goku
poison.
is not to fight him, but to give him poisoned food. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
Goku has been drugged and poisoned. He has lost in both doses.
It's again the same thing I was saying about Samus. The interesting thing about Goku is that he's as vulnerable as he's indestructible. It's not like Goku is like also constantly applying self-harm with like the Kaioken and Super Saiyan 3 and stuff like that. And even then, it shows that he has his limits on how much his body can withstand in general.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, you know, if Duncan Idaho cannot eat the sandworm, I don't believe that someone like Goku can. No matter how many ki blasts he can throw.
The only one that can maybe survive eating the sandworm will be Broly.
I wouldn't be able to tell you with that because legendary Super Saiyan stuff.
Now, because he actually the planet where he was
Super
stranded
missiles!
There they are.
Alright. Hooray! Ba 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 ba.
Now we need the temple keys.
That we do. Like, Samus would probably go through Dune like Sebes. Maybe-ish. I was equating it more to something like Echoes, where it's adapting to the new planet. There's an actual worm, and the journey Samus has in Echoes sort of, I guess, could parallel things that happened to Paul's journey in the first book, in one way or the other. All right,
What if there were hyper missiles in Metroid?
Huh?
What if there were hyper missiles in Metroid, and how will they work?
There are hyper missiles in Metroid, and they go ridiculously fast, and they do the same damage as a super missile, but they only cost one missile. They're in Metroid Prime 3, and you get them from defeating the first main boss, which is an Olganar and Brio. And you can only use them while in hyper mode. So they come at a cost of one missile and a portion of your health. Now hyper bombs. I should have done the bit, Gabe, where it's like, but for that, we first got to talk about parallel universes. This thing in Dark Oasis still doesn't spawn? No. Main reactor. I'm gonna recharge my ammo while I'm here. A hyper bomb would just be an actual nuke. Maybe, yeah. Giving the scale of a power bomb and the amount of collateral damage it can do.
Hyper bomb will be an actual nuke.
Yeah, I was reading. Yeah, Brian, corruption has the hyper weapons, which are the items you get from defeating the Guardians of the Leviathan seats. So you get hyper ball. You get hyper ball from Morganar. So I was mistaken earlier. You get hyper missiles from Helios. And then you get hyper grapple from Omega Ridley. Fusion super missiles are the GOAT, let's be honest. Yeah, I agree. They're just so easy to spam. But I also kind of like the prime ones because of the whole timing it with the charge being, I find it a fun like drawback to the system. If that makes any sense.
I mean, no, but you never make any sense.
True. It's just that the having to like charge it, I feel adds to the oomph factor of firing a super missile in the prime games. And the tension that it creates as you try to charge the missile and the delay with firing it. I think it's a cool way that it adds the more tension to the combats and stuff like that. Now that I think about it, I think the other item I don't have is that I can't read blue, but I don't remember if I can read blue. Might be, Mammo. Okay, let's go under the water. You know, I gotta say something about Prime 4. There's something about the base suit that looks weird to me. Yeah, I can understand that. I think it's the same. And
Well, because it's new.
A, because it's new, but B, because it's a new version of a suit that hasn't received any changes in 17 years. So anything that looks slightly different, especially when it's attempting at making the proportions seem more natural and like doable, that the changes in that might still seem weird because we're just so much used to the proportions that Samus has had in Prime 2 and 3 and stuff like that. But like when I look at it more from like the few trailers beforehand, and especially the Viola suit, I feel like it's something that's just like a non-issue of sorts. But I do understand what you mean. And the proportions aren't off. If anything, they're more correct than what we used to have on the Prime games, even. Or so I believe. I haven't really sat down and looked them side by side. I'm probably sure there's already some artist on Twitter making it another trend. I really do like the Viola suit though. I think it's so clean. That was a suit it took me like a little bit to get used to when they first announced it, but that was the same type of reaction I had
Dread.
when Dread in Prime 2 with the dark suit and the fusion suit and stuff like that, you know? But like it was just a matter of like I need to see it more. Not that I thought it was bad or anything. But like now that I've seen it in action and in some other renders and stuff like that, it's just so clean. Oh hey, who could be behind this door? Without fail. Can we get some dank in the chat?
Can we?
No, it's not Darth Samosa, it's Dank Samosa. Please. Thank you, Pon. Shark Temple Key, yay! Brain, I don't know, but you should go check out who's knocking on your door. Chat, if Metroid Prime 4 could have one swear word in it, who would say it, Samus or Silex? Hello, Midnight. I have something to show you. My new Silex, alright. Here's my new glamour. For the lizard in 14. I grinded so much for this. It's got a sword and everything, and the sword is also colored red naturally. But I'll do you one better. The sword is from a series of weapons called the Recollection. Silex definitely looks like he has anger issues. I mean, yeah, I believe that. The weapons are like a series of weapons, and they're known as the Recollection weapons, because they're all called like name Recollection, whatever Recollection.
Oh, look, it's a Kirby aficionado #1.
Yeah. Who is this character again? This is my original The Character Do Not Steal from my show. Or thing I'm trying to story that I'm trying to story I'm trying to get into a show called Recollection. I've hidden these characters and teased them in all the other things. It's my own brain rot. So when I mean about not doing videos on the channels, because I'm usually spending time investing on the writing and development of these other projects that are pretty fun, original stories and stuff, you know. And it's just Lizard Dress is one of them. I've used it as my avatar for the stream sometimes. Here, I'm gonna do it right now. Right! There we go. Hooray, look at me, I have a little chibi. and everything, so. Look, Midnight, I'll say something in character right now. Shit! Now I'm gonna return to being my other chibi. Back to my regularly scheduled chibi. Oh no, wait, I lied. First use the other OC. Hooray. Hooray, 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 hooray. Now back to being me. Or am I? I'll treat you to some nuggies. I've been doing more writing, and I did write a couple of nuggy bits here and there just because I think they might be funny for the characterization. Regularly scheduled, definitively not reminiscent of any other character. Yeah, what are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's not like it's a... Why would I try and make a Metroid show? Or sometimes I think.
You say that,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. There's no
I
follow
just
up.
say that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy the Monster Hunter Circulators as single.
Yeah.
The Dr. Eggman goes for $1.
Yeah. Do you
So-
know about the channel Tellurian Community College?
My friends that I play Magic with, they mentioned it a lot.
All right, I really recommend seeing it because the prof always gives you a good idea on whether or not how you should be getting these cards and stuff like that. How do you think Samus pays her taxes? Well, with money, of course, just like anybody else. She puts her space credit card and space for her space taxes. So got an update on my commission. Someone else higher on the queue responded. So she taking care of that first. So I have to wait more. Well, that's still... You still at least got like some progress done. You know? But where? I don't know. In the Space Pirate Galactic Federation Chozo Bank. Tax of the government system of the Federations of United Planets. Well, Midnight, I also have progress on a sketch. Imagine abbreviating that. I already imagined it and I already abbreviated in my imagination, but I refuse to share. He just gives me a good serotonin boost. Oh my gosh, my kids. Yeah, I get that. It's the same when I see blue and red or animo or whatever. Midnight, you should. Do you still have Animal Crossing? Because you need to come to my island. You'll love all my bits. Then yeah, you should come over to my island one day. Maybe you got to see the red bits and the anima bits. There's bits for Boshi that you like. Dark Samus is kind of bad, though. Of course, she's a villain. What are you talking about? Just ask Bond. The world's #1 Dark Samus first draft. Or just Thirster. She really likes Dark Samus. I can't confirm. Well, we at least found that a Sky Temple key in a place where a Sky Temple key is supposed to spawn in. Help, my brain is part Phazon. It's part rat, part Phazon. The other kind of bad that I don't know what you mean, chat member. What would a Phazon rat look like? Well, a blue rat. Maybe a few mushrooms growing from within its body. Whoa. Vulture alert. A vulture just flew by my window. Very close to it, I must say. Phazon rat for Prime 4 right now? Sorry, chat member, but that's not going to happen. So now we confirm no more Phazon. Oh! Well, that's a crow, not a vulture. All right, I'm going to grab... Oh. Well, I'm stuck in here. Let me go back through the portal again. Then, if not Phazon rat, then Silex rat. Okay, that can happen. But the problem is that pawn is Phazon, not Silex. A Midnight and her share a singular brain cell. So I don't know who's doing the talking right now.
Both.
They
both are doing the talking.
They're doing the hive mind technology, I guess.
Yep.
I imagine them passing the so they both say yes and see at the same time. They're literally the witches from Hercules sharing the eyeball, but it's the brain cell.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna save real quick. Safety save. It's been a while. Don't want any accidental deaths. All right, and I'm gonna take a quick get my water. In the meantime, chat, who's your favorite hunter and why? I'll be right back.
Chad. Guess what, Chad? Also gonna be streaming pretty soon. Probably. I got almost all my shit ready. Also, Midnight is yet to fight me in Pokemon. Chat, I think Midnight fears me. Ah, yes, all the woos, all the hooray, hell yeah. Look at that. I don't fear Midnight. I'm still waiting for the challenge. I have. I said, when are we fighting in CA? And you're like, I don't know. Unrelated, but Gab. Makeshift draft league. You're doing a draft league, and you're not inviting me? Now I'm mad at you. I'm mad at you. I'm still mad. Of course not. Draft leagues are more competitive than a regular fucking league. Because now you have limitations. And you need to work around those limitations.
So
So,
Yeah, I have a little change of plans. I got my lunch with me.
you got your lunch with you.
Yeah. I didn't want to just end the stream. I did not know that lunch was ready, but I have it here. So I can at least, I guess, eat while we talk to chat. Oh, gosh.
That's called Karma Midnight.
All right, let's see. What has chat said about their favorite hunters? Noxus, because he looks like an elite from Halo. Also, purple is my favorite color. All right, I can get that. 2 weeks until Prime 4. I can't wait, dude. So excited. Maybe a Metroid with a construction hat for no particular reason. All right. Weevil is W Hunter. Gaben Ryder, they were talking to you. I think this name was Rundas, the one with the ice powers. Gendrada, then Weevil. Then anyone else who is in Hunter's Kappa. The blonde woman with a beauty mark similar to mine, maybe.
Mina says she likes gore.
Just in time. Oh my gosh, I'm catching up with the purple chat.
Midnight's doing the draft league in Pokemon.
Oh, what now?
Draft league.
What is that?
In games like Pokemon, draft league means you have limitations to what Pokemon you can use based on points. Because some Pokemon are more expensive than others.
And how do you get points?
Oh, basically you have this is how many points you can use to make your team, and this is how much each Pokemon costs to play.
Oh. Okay, I see. I thought it was like in a playthrough.
Nah. It's a fan-made thing.
I know that one is a worm. Who's the worm? Can we get it just in time? It's been
Is
kind
just in
of,
time a worm?
I guess. I've been kind of going insane avoiding the spoilers. Well, I am not looking at anything. I'm just not looking at social media at all and stuff. I just hang out in the Discord with my buddies. Just in time isn't a soundboard? Alright, let me do that real quick.
Could be. Only time you see social media are for. I have a lot of need in my social.
What about? No, there it is. What was that, Gabe?
Apparently, the only time you use social media is to see neat.
Me? Yes. The other day you saw Elmom and Bielstarmon and Asuna? Yes. That's the only reason. Would you still love Prime Huntress if it was a worm? Well, I don't know because I don't really like Metroid Prime Huntress as a Metroid game. I'll let the just in time after I'm done eating my lunch. But yeah, I'm not looking at anything at all. This got to do with the game. The only thing I want to ask for those who know, did they confirm already amiibo functionality, like what the new amiibos do?
I can probably search that for you.
I'm very curious. Especially because some of them are already out. Discord's
some of
been. Uh-huh.
there's no. They haven't said specifically what it does. So let's see. Samus and Viola available November 6th. These will likely provide bonuses. Silex
Saw the
that
bike
have
one
not
in
been
caved. I would
revealed.
have caved as well. Midnight.
No, they have not said anything. They're just speculations.
Okay. Cool. Rather interesting.
I guess
This
they don't want people to get pissed off.
Discord's been the worst. People just casually mentioning things. Well, you see, I don't usually hang. That's why I'm not hanging out in a lot of other Metroid focused or related chats or servers. And I'm just generally hanging out in my own server in the general chat and just chit chatting with people and stuff like that. So I'm very happy that I don't know anything.
You can get the Samus and Viola amiibo for half the price
If
if you get it from Japan.
wow, the shipping. The problem is that probably the shipping from there to here.
Yeah, that's probably.
I feel like if I were gonna do that, I'll just make another like massive box in Japan and ship it all together. You know. We have a spoiler channel that can be muted, which is nice. Yeah, that's the other idea. Like I made, in our Discord server at least, we made, um, 3 different chats. You know, Metroid General, and then I created one specifically for Beyond, and then Beyond spoilers. So that way, um, given the fact that a lot of people here are for Metroid, people can still talk about the other Metroid games without it getting buried on the Prime 4 and stuff like that. I wish I had the. I'll never know. That's when they die. The message disappeared. I'm really curious. Like whether the suit from Prime 4, if you get the suit and the arm and the bike at the same time, or is it like one and then the other? Maybe they're one and the same. Ah, you wish you had money right now to buy Prime 4 in the amiibos? I mean, me too. I'm kind of content with just getting the game. If I were to get one amiibo, it's probably going to be the Silex one is the one that I'm most sort of interested in, because it's like the main villain, and villains don't really get much figures, and I can totally see the Viola getting like a Figma or a nicer figure down the line like they did with Dread.
Yeah.
So, and I guess the fact that they're selling it separately with the game's launch has me a little bit more intrigued about what it could do. Because like, you don't really get amiibos of the villain to come out with the game. Agreed. I'm still shocked that Emmy got a figure. Yeah, me too. Shame that the Figmas are now so expensive. But it looks so clean. All right, I'm gonna teleport. This song is getting very unfunny. There we go. So I guess the question is, say like, uh, I believe that they're making another Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch 2 Expansion Pass Deluxe Edition. You know, um, now that there's like more characters, who would be the new Metroid rep?
Alex?
Well, yeah, I guess, or Ravenbeak.
That if they made another Smash Brothers.
You're telling me they're not?
I don't know, honestly. If they haven't announced it yet, they probably won't.
Yeah, because the guy's making Kirby.
They probably have a deal like, hey, we'll let you do Kirby if you do another Smash.
I believe it. I think I'd rather them declone Dark Samus over a new character in Smash. But if they do add one, Ravenbeak and or Silex. Yeah, I agree. But I feel like you can still declone Dark Samus or make her an appropriate clone of Samus that plays very differently. Given that there's a variety of movesets, like even if it's the neutrals and the floatiness would be enough, in my opinion. I guess try to create a Falco type of situation for the Samus or whatever. But yeah, Ravenbeak would be cool. I wonder if we'll get a new secondary threat in Prime 4. Metroid's pretty good at that. The Hunters in Prime 3, Space Pirates in 1, 2, I mean, etc. Well, I don't... Dread is the only one I can think of where there's an actual legit secondary threat. Because it's the Emmys, and then it's Ravenbeak, and then it's the X-Parasites. But the Space Pirates are in all the games, where I feel in Prime 3 and Prime 2, they're more story devices than an actual threat. Because in Prime 2, they're just used to explain how the Federation ended up on Aether because they were chasing a group of space pirates, and then the space pirates are there just to show you that the Ings can just consume them, so they can consume even the space pirates, so nobody's safe type of stuff. And then the Hunters in Prime 3 are kind of the same. They're just means to an end to make some unique boss fights that are not just Phazon monster number 27. Like, I would equate a secondary threat to Phazon as like another big problem that's not necessarily tied to the main problem or mission, I guess. You know? Honestly, Adam from other end would still so many copies of Smash. I mean, I would buy it for Adam. I'm not even gonna lie. Honestly, not accurate as I'd be. I'd keep Dark Samus the same, and then radically alter Samus based on her current game's moves. My way is that I would do the Link approach where you have Stinker, and Toot Newt. So you have regular Samus, you make Dank Samoza the Echo Fighter, and then you just add like Dread Samus, you know, or some other shit. That didn't stop them before for adding 3 Lings anyways. Or, you know, Wolf being a thing on top of Falco. Or Dark Pit in general. Anybody know an actual legit Dark Pit fan?
I knew too.
As in, it's their favorite like Nintendo character, not just like, oh, I play a lot of Dark Pit and Smash.
Then no.
But like, I play Kid Icarus
Yeah.
Uprising, and my favorite game is Kid Icarus Uprising, and my favorite character in there is Dark Pit.
Yeah, I don't know anybody whose favorite game Kid is.
I know a few, but it's never Dark Pit. I like Dark Pete's theme. My favorite Kid Icarus character is Medusa. I don't have a particular favorite character from Kid Icarus. I played Uprising, but I don't have one that was like, oh, that one. I did like what I play, but and I feel like saying Hades is cheating because I like him because he's sarcastic, quippy, and funny. And I love those type of villains. Evol anybody?
Talking about like brothers, like I still find it insane that literally the second character reveal trailer for Ultimate was Ridley.
Yeah, right. And even then, like I would consider that to be like the first proper Ultimate trailer because the one with the
technically,
Inkling was a
because
teaser.
the Inklings were a teaser.
So yeah, you know, they're technically the first ones, but like for Ridley, for me, it's the craziest. Is like, all right, the actual Smash Ultimate like reveal with the gameplay and the everyone is here. Then the one newcomer was Diddles.
No,
I
the
like
other one
Hades because he
came out
upstages
this
the
way.
cooler character Medusa. Understandable. I really didn't like how that kind of happened in the first game, but I do like the whole there's a bigger guy than Medusa. But I feel like they could have still implemented either a little bit later into the story or still do something with the Medusa character. The Mario Brothers being canonically dead in the Smash universe is insane. Well, didn't everybody die except for Kerbo in the World of Light?
Yeah, pretty much.
Super Smash Bros. 6 Ultimate 2 Ultimatum, or I got no other idea. I like a few Kid Icarus characters. Don't look at me like that. Why would I be looking at you like that? There's fun characters in Kid Icarus. I mean, to be determined, or to be honest, that is hard to write dialogue, quippy, smart dialogue. I mean, it can be difficult, but I wouldn't say it's hard. I wouldn't say it's necessarily hard. You can write quippy dialogue, but it's in smart quippy dialogue. But the harder part is that it also does characterization and relates more about the thought processes of each character and the relationships they have with each other rather than just throwing quips because you have Sonic, you know, he's throwing cheesy quips and one-liners all the time, but the ones in Kid Icarus feel like actual punchlines and jokes that build upon the characters and the relationships and what's going on. Dialogue? Did somebody say dialogue? Yeah, but no, we're talking about dialogues. Yeah, but the Ridley and Castlevania's trailers were before World of Light. True, I guess. But then again, Subspace Emissary was before any of that, and in that game, Taboo just the world and stuff. Sure, they defeat him in the end and whatever, but you know they still got like black hold. And if we want to go even further back than that, you have like the Smash 64 theory, where it's just a lifeless toys that Master Hand brings to life through the power of imagination.
Because the kind of thing of Smash Bros. Is they always were like toys or figures.
Yeah, they were never the characters. There were trophies before they became spirits. Whoa! It's way easier to have a PNG than making 3D models and rigging them and texturing them and UV lighting them and all this other stuff. I love dialogue. It's my favorite form of characterization, yeah. Super Smash Brothers, the Legions of the Undead. More like Legions of the Toys.
They're amiibos. They're no longer spirits, they're amiibos. You're not wrong on that one, Chad.
On what one?
They're saying that in Smash 6 they're no longer spirits, they're amiibos.
I know they're spirits because they don't have the trophies or amiibos. They have the stand. Spirits are just floating around. They're not a physical, tangible option. That's my take. Castlevania Ridley was nice, but it was a Castlevania trailer that made me explode.
Yeah, I mean, Castlevania is definitely like one that no one expected.
Yeah. I just don't know which one made me like implode the most from the Smash Brothers trailers.
For me, it was Hero.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Sephiroth also. Just the way they introduced Sephiroth was so fucking good.
Yeah, I guess is that I just haven't seen like an IP or a character that I'm like that is in my top getting into game. Me watching Ridley and thinking they never would have had him. Yeah, me too. That's the cool part about it, though. Honestly, Smash Ultimate base reveals were so good and gave me what I wanted that I didn't really care who got into DLC wise. Oh, that seems like a very shallow mentality about like, oh, I got mine. I don't care about anything else. I feel like it matters sometimes about well, not that it really matters. It's a video game at the end of the day. But
Yeah.
like I feel like some of the trailers before and after were also kind of like hit or miss for me.
Oh, I know one. The Banjo-Kazooie one. That definitely blew up more than
Yeah.
any other of the trailers.
Yeah, I probably was more excited over Banjo because I thought that was more of an impossibility than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me need to go bed. It's late time hours. The eyes are be heavy. Well, go to sleep. I'm probably gonna fight this boss, and then maybe call it a stream because I gotta do some stuff. I'm like very much I'm the very weird guy where like I feel that the new characters in the later Smash Brothers games have been less and less exciting for me. And that does include up and the way into the DLC. Cause like I would have preferred seeing someone else over like Sephiroth or Byleth.
For me, that was Steve.
Yeah, same. Sora as well a little bit.
Same
But-
for Sora.
That's just because I feel like it's just another Tetsuya Nomura art character, so there's no much of a visual difference from Cloud and Sephiroth. So it feels more like the Tetsuya Nomura verse. It's like if I saw Sam Porter Bridges show up.
And
And
Isabel was another one was like, oh, okay, that's fine, I guess.
Yeah, but I saw I guess like when it's the case of Isabel, it's like another echo-ish of sorts. It's like Google Chrome and Dank Samoza. But I had no idea. The new Sephiroth was a big deal because of the whole Square Enix being Square Enix. But I had no idea who he was when he first released. Yeah, well, he's arguably the most iconic Final Fantasy villain, of course. I just feel like I would have been excited if, there was a dedicated spellcaster character of sorts. There's characters that have magic, but they still mostly attack with like a sword or swinging object type of stuff. And there's not like, all right, a black mage type of thing where he's just casting fire fours and shit.
Yeah, no, definitely Piranha Plant was a funny thing to see.
Yeah, no, Piranha. I like characters like Piranha Plant because they're silly. And they're not like, and Piranha Plant ain't as ridiculous as some of the other characters. Someone being at it was my Scrimblow. And Piranha Plant was a funny DLC edition. But the DLC editions were kind of meh for me. I get the excitement for some of them though. Yeah, I'm the same. I guess if I were gonna rate them in terms of excitement levels, on a scale of 5, Joker was definitely a 4 because I just had finished playing Persona 5 when it came out, when he was like announced and stuff.
Yeah.
Who came afterwards? I forgot.
All right, so first of all, it was the Inklings. How do you rate that one?
But I was talking about the DLC editions.
Oh, the DLC.
Since
Okay,
Piranha
so
Plant
we
forwards.
go Piranha Plant, Ken Zero, no, Joker, then
Yeah.
Hero.
Hero a 3 out of 5. I knew about Dragon Quest, but I hadn't played.
For me, that was a 10.
Yeah, I'm doing it out of 5.
Oh, yeah, 10 still.
Yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie was after.
Banjo was a definite 5 for me because of the nostalgia bias I have towards that game. I played it a lot as a kid. It was my mom's favorite
Yeah.
game, so pretty cool to see a character like that making a return that, felt so iconic to the N64 era of Nintendo and the third party scene as a whole.
Yeah. Next, it was Terry Bogard.
That was a 2 or 3 as well. Because I like King of Fighters, but I'm not a King of Fighters player.
After that, it was Byleth and Min Min.
Byleth was at a 0, Min Min was at a 3. Because I like Min Min.
After that, it was Steve from Minecraft.
That was a 2 for me.
Follow up with Sephiroth.
That was a 4.
Pyra and Mithra.
A definite 1.
Kazuya.
Definitely 5.
And then Zora.
2, 3. Character that people hated the most, Byleth, ended up being my most played in the DLC. That's funny. I'm geriatric, so I like the weird retro pics. Last Smash character that had me like, holy shitballs, was Pac-Man. When Pac-Mania music started. Yeah, I get that. I like some of the retro inclusions as well. I felt like I had thought for a moment that it was going to be a sort of new Smash Brothers tradition where every game would at least have one retro sort of Nintendo wacky era, early ages of video games representative. Because like in Melee you had Mr. Game and Watch, and then in Brawl you had Rob, and Smash 4 you had Duck Hunt. But I guess there wasn't someone that met that parameter in Ultimate. I remember not being able to view Twitter because my phone broke over Steve, and I had students at the time asking me if I knew, and I was like, I mean, not clueless, I know who Steve is. Yeah, I'd be very surprised if Midnight did not know who Jack Black is.
Yeah, I mean, I will also be surprised.
He's Bowser.
But honestly, the Persona and Tekken DLCs were like my favorite just because they also brought the music of Tekken and Persona.
Yeah. And I like Tekken and I like Kazuya because he also fits the bill for another villain in Smash Brothers.
Yep.
And as well, like it's Smash Brothers paying a little bit of the homage to where some of the ideas for the mechanics of 4 and Ultimate came from, like the rage, and
The Rage Meter.
yeah, the rage meter and the final smash meter being like the rage art and stuff like that. You know? Have you thought about doing a zero mission randomizer? I've been thinking about doing one recently. I've never done that one. I probably would do it, but the thing is that I struggle with is that I do the other metric games that I normally do randomizers are games that I'm comfortable
I'm familiar with.
100%ing and completing all the puzzles because if you never know where the items might be. And Zero Mission just has a lot of Shine Spark puzzles that I've never really been that much of a fan for. In the sense of the timing and stuff that like I haven't really sat down. That's a long answer. The short answer is a skill issue. Well, just it happened right now. So like I'll probably give it a try at some point. But I feel like I would first do like a zero mission run where it's not just trying to beat the game straightforward and make it either 100% or a 15% playthrough. Sweet Sky Tempo key. Especially because it's been a while since I've played Zero Mission. Other Sky Temple key. Sweet. There's one more item down here. I always forget about this one. It's so cheeky, like right in front of you, but you just jump down into the boss fight that you don't notice it. Slight beam ammo.
But right now we're looking for the temple.
Yeah, we're just looking for the Sky Temple keys, and that's it. Alright, that's 3 there. 3 there. Oh, we got them all.
Oh.
Sweet, I finished the seed.
Oh, so it's over.
Yeah, I guess the seed is over. All that's left we can just take a beeline and go fight the Emperor Ring, but I have the entire inventory. I definitely have way more than I did as a kid to like defeat him comfortably. That's just funny. Power Bob Guardian and then the room afterward. Fair enough, it's been years since I played the game, but I remember the Shine Sparks being a little tricky. Yeah, the Shine Sparks in that game are super tricky. I find them trickier than the other two, than Fusion and Super Metroid. There's no longer only 2, there's 3. There's 4 2D Metroid games with a speed booster. Try making a blogging pun, but it looked terrible on paper. Boo. Melee trophies were cool, but just make them PNG. I mean, I agree with making them PNG because it's just like, you know, more cost efficient. But the trophies felt like a true celebration of what the things were. And at least in the days of like Melee and stuff like that, it was also fun seeing 3D models of 2D characters that wouldn't otherwise get 3D modeled ever, you know?
And you could build dioramas.
Yeah, you can make dioramas and stuff like that.
I would have loved to see a 3D model of Shantae, because that has not happened.
Well, I blame Way Forward for that one. Well, this seed is done, and given the time, I'm probably just going to call it here a stream. All Sky Temple keys found. Use them at the temple to gain entry. I know. If I wish I didn't have like the light suit or something along those lines to maybe give it a try, but I have everything that the base game would have me use to defeat the boss anyway, so there's not that same level of challenge. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream here. So yeah, just a reminder that I will be doing I'll be streaming Metroid Prime 4 live when it releases. So if you want to be here, you know where to find me. I'll probably make another reminder the day off and stuff like that. So I hope I can see you guys there. And if you don't come in and for whatever reason, because I'm assuming most people are going to be playing the game, I plan on recording it and uploading it to the VOD channel. So that way, there is at least like a way for people to watch the blind reactions and stuff like that. So I hope to see you there. I'm back at editing the videos. I just need to record some more footage to have the YouTube shorts out, and like I said before, those would also be like in one big video where it's just back to back. It's 10 shorts that I put back to back in terms of trivia and fun facts that I could make into in chunks of channels rather than all in one go. So I hope you guys look forward to those. Just think about how much cooler it would be to pick an actual assist trophy that looked like the character you would spam in the middle of the gameplay. Still think there's ways for them to have balance of both stickers and trophies. Yeah, me too. They used to have it in like Brawl. The one thing I really miss about the transition from trophies to spirits / stickers is that they lost a little obscure characters and games are not elaborated on. Spirit battles invoking the characters games though is very cute though. Yeah, I do like that. Well, I'm sorry, Amaric, but it is bonsoir time.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Because I am ending the stream. But with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you everybody on the next stream, and yeah, Prime 4 excitement. Take care, guys.